Alright guys, so here is the walk around video of this 1988 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ62, nicknamed the Gold Surfer. You can see why it's nicknamed that. We're here in California, Southern California to be exact, where this beauty has been living. And I just want to kind of give you guys a walk around tour to show you just how clean about every single thing is on this car. It has just been perfectly taken care of, and I know it's gone through some restorations to have it be like this. On the body, this has 249,000 miles. That may be a shock to some of you, but if you know Toyota Land Cruisers, you know how long they last and just how utilitarian they are. This one has gone through a total restoration where it has seen a body off restoration over the years. Super clean, full records from the owner, as well as an upgraded stereo system. The 62 is mated with a automatic transmission. Also comes with a fuel injected 2F engine for a 3FE. So super clean. Other option that they have is power windows and power locks, which is something that a lot of cars seen, but most Land Cruisers didn't see until this model. Just so clean. Probably one of the cleanest interiors I think I've ever seen. You know, immaculate. Just designed to be how Toyota originally wanted it to be. Of course, we had some leather seats, but man, just that carpet, all the interior pieces, everything's here. These came with a vacuum, so a button for wheel drive for the transfer case. Also came with a throttle control, which is great for hills and warming up if needed. All of the creature comforts here. We got the up and down antenna. We have heat. The AC blows super cold. We have a clock here, as well as an upgrade to the Pioneer touchscreen double din. If you haven't done that in your 62, I highly recommend it. Original is great, but the Pioneer here is hands down the best thing you can do for any kind of listening. Carpet is just super good condition. You can see the second skin here. That's the sound deadening. Just great if you haven't ridden in one. I know that mine personally isn't sound deadened, and I rode this and it seriously felt like a new car in comparison. Just night and day with how quiet it is. Just how comfortable everything is. This has slight tint, really comfortable inside to drive with the AC blowing. Even with the windows down, this thing is just a joy to drive. Super clean. Tons of thumbs up from everyone as you go down the road. So this is the back of the vehicle. Cargo area. You have the Dobson drawer system here. Just works incredibly flawless. If you don't know Dobson, they're a great company. A lot of stuff out of Australia that I see, but this is a great drawer system if you're ever looking into drawer systems. The truck is nicely redone with a great carpet kit. For me, it looks like it's probably like Cool Cruisers of Texas, maybe even Spectre Off-Road. It's just really well done. You can feel the stitching around everything, leather bounded. It's just great. The interior itself is beautiful. The rear of it has been repowder coated. Just incredibly done. The headliner itself is probably one of the best headliners I've seen in this kind of shape. For an 88, it's just gorgeous. Got a new gasket here that is Toyota as well. Super clean. Just every part has been paid attention to and gone through in detail. Can't say enough good things about this truck. It really just is a great, clean running 62 that's just been taken care of. I drove it, and although mine has a new engine, this thing just doesn't skip a beat and it just purrs along as it should. This engine has been gone through and redone as well, and the frame has been off, or the body has been off the frame, I should say. Just every bolt that's been replaced, they replaced with OEM Toyota, which is what you want to see if you're looking for a restoration. It's just so clean. The truck is outfitted with white knuckle off-road sliders. If you aren't familiar with them, they're a company out of Apple Valley. Really well-built sliders. I was actually looking at a pair for my truck, and depending on how this sale goes, I might even try to swipe these off here before one of you guys picks it up. They're great, really well built. They bolt to the frame, which is a benefit. If you don't know the benefits of that, basically if you need to work on the frame or do anything like that, it's just a lot easier to get to. If you need to recoat your sliders, you can pull them off. There's no masking the body, and try not to overspray. You could just take these right off. Also great for repairing and replacing if needed. Knuckle's looking in good shape. The axle has been recoated, blasted and recoated. Old Man Emu steering stabilizer. Old Man Emu suspension as well. Good shape, the bushings look good. You can see the powder coating on the frame here, even though it's got a little marks, it still has been gone through. Underneath here, just super clean. Everything's in great shape. The rear quarter here, it's nice and clean, super clean. Alright, crawl under here. The owner had to put new exhaust and cat in to pass smog. He went through great lengths to make this thing pass smog, because before someone desmogged it, so he went through and bought a bunch of parts to get it ready to pass emissions, which makes it a great candidate for a California truck. You can see just how clean everything is down here. There was one bit of oil buildup I saw maybe around the rear main seal, which is pretty common for these trucks, but that would be something that maybe would come up. But you can see along the frame, I don't know if you can, that shot, that those bolts holding the brake lines have been replaced. So everything's been gone through, it's in great shape. Transfer case, looking great, no leaks or anything. A little crusty, but nothing abnormal for its age in time. Frame looks great. Frame is just in really killer shape. So that's nice to see. No rust or anything that I've been finding anywhere. No, some people like to see this rear channel here to see, you know, they get kind of wavy and look for rust, but this one is just really great shape. I mean, he did take it all the way down and blast it and recoated it, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything on this truck that would lead me to believe that it's not going to be just super solid. So got the spare still, a little crusty from being under the truck, but other than that, good shape. Only two spots to note that, or I guess three, is this spot here on this back, a little bit of surface rust bubbling through. Could pick away at it, clean it up, and get that resprayed to match, you know, just fade it off the line there. That would be a good spot to touch up. The next spot that I've noticed, this is probably the worst on the truck, is just right here, which is pretty common. This is it looks to be all surface right now. It looks super solid. Just some surface bubbling through. I don't know how well the GoPro is going to pick that up, but I have pictures of that. So yeah, on that side, and then you can kind of see a little bit in here. This darker color is just the seam sealer, so don't be alarmed by that. It's just where the paint met up against that, I think just got a little bit of moisture. But yeah, you can see the seam sealer in here. The previous owner had it redone when he did the paint. I think just UV changed the color on it. That bowfin rack looks super good on these trucks. Super utilitarian, very clean. The next spot on this truck that stood out to me that needs to be touched up, super common spot as well, is just right underneath this windshield gasket here. All surface. My truck had the same thing going on. I just chipped at it and treated it and repainted it, and it's doing good. But those are the three spots that really have any signs of rust. One thing to note is the clear coat right here just had, I think it just failed. I don't know if they sprayed it too soon, but that'd be an easy one to get sanded down and re-cleared, just the top there. Everything else on this paint has been showing great signs of wear. I mean, literally no signs. There's one scratch I saw on this other side that stood out to me, but other than that, this truck is like, wow, this paint is in great shape. There's a scratch right there that pick up, and then that, I'm assuming it's the same branch here. You can see that scratch there. That's the one scratch on this truck. That's it. So not bad considering what many of these trucks have been through. But if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, feel free to ask me. I'll be doing a write-up on this truck as well as posting a ton of photos of it, so stay tuned for that.